Want to learn how to cut down your opponents with Luke Green? Well, it's time for 3-Minute Meta. Hello, Star Wars fans. I'm Yeti from the Artificery crew, and today we're diving into the deck strategy for Luke Green. Let's put 3 minutes on the clock and break down the key cards, signature plays, and tactics that define this powerhouse. Luke Skywalker. Once per round for one resource, Luke can give a unit a shield. This ability is amazing all game and is the core this deck is built around. Alliance Dispatcher. Your early game tempo setter. He lets you soft ramp your resources and either get ahead of your opponent with bigger units or put shields on units from Luke while staying on curve. U-Wing Reinforcement. A late game changer. This card can help flood the board with units or bring out your heavy hitter. Luke Skywalker, Jedi Knight. That heavy hitter I just mentioned, on play, he'll be reducing an enemy unit's power and health enough to take the air out of your opponent or wipe smaller units off the board completely. Signature plays. Alliance Dispatcher plus a shield on round 1. Alliance Dispatcher helps you ramp by reducing the cost of a unit played each round. Its low HP makes it unplayable in many decks, but here, Luke's ability to shield a unit keeps it on board long enough to make a significant difference. U-Wing Reinforcement and Luke Skywalker are flooding the battlefield. U-Wing Reinforcement is a game changer. You can dig for your heavy hitter, or you can flood the board with Sentinels to play defense. Mulligan Strategy. You really want to see an Alliance Dispatcher in your opening hand. It's an extremely strong round 1 play that sets up your early game ramp. If you don't see it in your opening hand, take the mulligan. Early game plays. Winning the initiative doesn't matter as much with this deck. Your ideal first round takes 2 actions, so your opponent is likely to get ahead of you on initiative. If you miss out on Alliance Dispatcher, Battlefield Marine and Restored Arc are your other round 1 plays. Round 2, you're wanting to see a reduced cost Yoda that Luke can shield. Other great plays are Echo-based Defender, or you can reach for the stars and drop Kanan Jarrus with a reduced cost. Devotion is also something to look out for here to boost a Yoda or R2-D2 to 5 HP and extra restore. Mid-game tactics. Mid-game is where this deck both shines and gets the most tricky. You have to read your opponent's board. Sentinel units like Echo-based Defender and Bright Hope can make sure you don't take big hits from opponents, and with good sequencing, you can get them shielded with Luke so they stay on board longer. Late game. Late game, you're playing to get Luke down on the board. He's a massive threat to any opponent, and his Restore 3 makes him an instant target. At 7 resources, U-Wing Reinforcement is another big play you'll want to drop. Whether or not you're looking to get Luke or multiple units depends on the board state, and if Luke would hit his little or big debuff. At 8 resources, Redemption is your other big play. It's an excellent way to extend a runaway game just long enough to take back control. Oft Missed Plays. This deck deals a lot with sequencing and timing. Shields from Luke are amazing, but you shouldn't force them if you have better plays to make. Stay on target, curve. Don't hold a powerful card like Kanan or Yoda in hand an extra turn just so you can shield them. Countering key strategies. Sideboarding Cloud City Wingguard is a massive help against early aggro. Vigilance is great for combating other mid-range decks in aggro, even at the +2 cost. Lastly, Traitorous is an excellent include to deal with decks that get very early board control. Special shout out today to swudb.com. Without that amazing tool, this video would have been a lot more difficult to produce. Check out their Patreon, linked below in the description. Well, that's a wrap for today's 3-Minute Meta. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button so you'll be notified the next time we drop some content.